Here we have a still life by Juan van der Hamen, a Spanish artist who was prolific at the start of the 17th century. Still life painting was a new genre that emerged simultaneously in various locations around Europe in the late 16th and early 17th century. It is said that the genre was largely established in the town of Toledo in Spain. Van der Hamen undoubtedly learned from the man considered to be the founder of still life painting in Toledo, Sanchez Cotan. However, he went on to add new elements to the genre. When compared to Sanchez Cotan's work, the paintings of Van der Hamen are far more dazzling. They are more decorative, with more motifs used and thus greater variation. For instance, this melon is bursting from the frame, looking as though it might fall any minute. And this basket is overflowing with fruit. By depicting things in this vividly realistic fashion, Van der Hamen's painting surely delighted the eye of the viewer. One characteristic of still life paintings from early 17th century Spain is the depiction of objects lined up within a window-like frame, in which the ceiling is generally left unpainted. Although the ceiling is not painted, a number of motifs are depicted as though suspended from the ceiling. This creates a kind of tension, as the viewer does not know where the objects are hanging from, which causes there to be a deliberate yet subtle balance in the painting. Paintings such as these were often hung above windows and doors at the time. When this painting was hung with the upper frame touching the ceiling, or at a similar height, it would make the objects look as though they were actually dangling from the ceiling. It is believed that this use of deception for visual effect was likely to be intentional. Due to such skilled painting, Van der Hamen became one of the most desirable still life artists of his generation to people throughout Madrid's broad society. According to records, in 1619, he received a request for a still life painting from the King of Spain. Still life paintings were made light of in comparison to mythological or religious paintings, so for the king to request one at the time was quite unusual. This was an incredible epic-making event for the history of still life painting. With this, Van der Hamen became the first known painter in Spain to receive a direct request for a still life from the king.